All right, for this chapter, we're looking at our basic entries into our leg lock position. For this one, we're looking at our basic entries into inside position. So we're gonna start with closed guard. So from closed guard, I wanna have a nice, clean, crisp entry. So I'm in, I'm gonna push these elbows up. I want turned in and my head low. I don't wanna be up high because then you can shotgun armbar me and all this other stuff. So I want them nice and low. Head low, then I bring it over his, pop up. My feet are about shoulder width apart, my knees in behind that butt. From here, I'm gonna look at the ceiling, up. Now I'm gonna turn this way to break that close guard, drop this down. Now, I'm gonna drop this knee over, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna wrap. I wanna over wrap this leg. So, I drop it down, over wrap, fall, then I capture the hip. Now with this one, I still wanna back heel in, pinch my knee down, and then I'm gonna pull this arm up. So I'm getting that nice straight leg lock. We call it 101 position. This is just a little bit opposite. Usually you see it on the other side. I wanna drop to capture a leg. I'll show it one more time, different angle. So I'm here, in, up, head above theirs, pop up, knees in, stand up, turn, drop it down. Now as I'm dropping, watch what this foot does. I wanna have come through, pop it around, okay? I want it nice back heel, nice and clean. Another point of control is this bottom leg. I've put my weight all the way around it so he can't use it as a defensive component. So now, wrap up, knee down, bridge back. And I have a lot of bridge that I can go all the way that way. So this is a great entry for your very beginning style of our 101 position. So we can look at different ones. We can look at our single leg X. So I'm here and I have my modified X or single leg X. I have this wrap over top. How I can get into a leg lock position is very easy. I'm pulling this one down. This one is locked up behind this thigh, and then I'm gonna bridge through. Now a little bonus to this is if I can have this and I can trap this ankle. If I can trap this ankle, he's not gonna be backstepping. If I can't quite grab that one because it's a little bit further away, that's fine. I make sure that this foot is locked in behind. So now my hips come high, I want them up behind and I bridge through. Now I end in my 101 position and I can start to work on my leg lock control. I need to have my knee line, then I need to control the ankle, and then I can break it. So when I'm here, what it kind of looks like, say if he's up standing, and I need to get into single leg X, right? I can come in with a shin on shin, throw down this way, extend it up, block, drive up. Now I'm in my single leg X. I'm gonna block, cover my heel, bridge through. If I can grab this one, bam, bam. If I can grab this one, I'm taking it, bridging through. That's the best way. If I can't, I keep this one behind him, because if I don't, if I lock up fully on this leg, he's just gonna keep hopping around. All right, so I need to block that one with that heel, bring that knee up and over top, bridge through. Now I have that straight ankle lock right here. That's my number one entrance. We'll go through a bunch. All right, we're gonna work on another entry into single leg X. So I'm here, I'm looking at butterfly guard. I have my heels in and I want them pulling against the thigh. If he moves his leg, I move that with it. They are sticky feet. From there, I look at my butterfly control, and I'm gonna have another instructional about butterfly, but for now, think forehead against neck, wrapping in, arms up high. From here, I go in, and I raise him up, and I expect him to plant his feet. If he does, I keep my butterfly hooks until I bring one out, then I bring it around, up, grab. Now I can get into my into my 101 single leg X, Ashi Garami, whatever you want to call it, okay? So let's go over that. I'm here, I have my butterfly hooks. I want my head into a good position where, in general, in butterfly, lower head is winning the position. Underneath, in that neck, and I want my unicorn horn in. Now I'm gonna bring them up, let's scoot in, lift them up, and keep my frames in here, okay, so he can't pass. One out, and I bring it around. So I don't go way down low. I'm exaggerating for the video. What I would do is out, up. From there, this one's back heeling, bringing crotch back to the leg, up high. This one again goes behind that thigh, knee over top, bridge through, pop it. Now I have my 101. And we're looking for all the same control. So that's my second entry. That one's from Butterfly. Okay, we're looking at basic entries into our 101. So we're here. Now I'm gonna look at another guard break. We're gonna do the same guard break, but we're gonna come into a tabletop position. So I'm here, elbows up, head over top of theirs, pop up. Another way to do this, if I don't feel comfortable in the popping up, is just basic walk up. So just a step and then a step. So I bring my head over top of theirs to lighten my legs. One step, two step. My feet are facing either forwards or in. I don't want them facing out so you can drop his hips. I stand up, boom. I drop this down, then I'm gonna drop into my tabletop position. So I have this knee holstered here. Now, I'm gonna come into another inside position, which is our 7-11. So I'm gonna drop this leg out and around and in. So I'm dropping here, and then I'm gonna bring this leg on the inside. Now, I have a great little bend in his leg. I have my outside heel hook position. I have that hip break position, all that fun stuff. So I get to my tabletop, I'm up. When I'm here, I'm dropping this leg up and around, and then I'm gonna move in to get this leg to bend. I want that bend so I have the control in our 7-11 or Z-lock, it's also called, is very controlled if I have this bend in this leg. If it's straight and he's straightening, very hard to keep the control. I'd go after something else, but I can just easily sit up, keep that bend. One more time, I'll show him the other leg. Here, step, step, up, break that down. From here, I'm gonna tabletop, so I turn. I wanna keep this as a control position. Then I'm gonna pop this one in to the middle, drop down, and scoot in. So my hips are close to his. I pop both feet into the middle. I can grab this defensive leg while I'm going for the outside heel hook. This is a rotational outside heel hook, so I'm rotating it in. It's a beautiful little entry. Another basic entry into our inside positioning is if our opponent pulls guard and they have their feet on their hips, whether it's like a Del Hiva or whatever, they have it in. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna wrap over and I'm gonna threaten it here. I'm gonna start to push my hips in. Now, as I step in, I'm stepping across. So I have this, he has my hip control, he's pushing whatever. I'm gonna step in, okay? Boom, step across, fall. Now I'm in my 101. I wanna tuck this elbow under. In my 101 or double outside, I prefer, because I have longer legs, to step this one out and gain the control that way. Keep this one hooked so I can go for my straight leg lock. Some people will double up. They'll put 1, 2, and now you got that bridge through on that hip. All depending on what you like, what your body type is. I go boom, boom. So let's look at that entry. They pull guard, they're here, they have all that, yeah, whatever way, okay? If they put any kind of foot to my hip, I'm gonna lock it up. Now I'm gonna step across. I wanna have the outside positioning, step across, boom, here. Now I have all of this torque and the control. I'm gonna go out, gain the access to the heel, or to the Achilles, I guess, boom. Take that leg, another basic entry.